What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're having a fantastic day. So we're here today with Oyasumi Punpun, chapter 104, 105, 106, 107, and 108 reaction. So we're nearing the ending. Not really. Not really. But we're nearing the ending. Let's just pretend like we are. Alright, we're on chapter 104. I think there are 140 chapters. 147. So we're not nearing the ending. But yeah, let's hop right in. So the last one, we basically had tiny little punny punny sleep with Aiko, and he was quite disillusioned by how easily it all was, how easy it was to get, how easy it was to sleep with her, and he's become quite disillusioned since then. So let us see how his poor little world is going to be from here on out. Let us see what his views, his thoughts, and his feelings are going to be. Chapter 104. As always, we'll be reading this on mangadex.org. Aiko, I won't forgive you for selfishly going off to a better world alone after leaving me behind. No, the one who's selfish here is me, but whatever. I don't care if you come to loathe me too. Wait. Wait. Do you always do this sort of stuff with other girls? Hey. Answer me. No. Punpun, stop. Alright, so you saying I said stop. I don't want this. No. Stop. Please stop. And he stops. And he's done now. Punpun's world is even more complicated. His world is even more it's just become even more complicated. She's got this look on her face of like, I'm so done with life. Like just this BS kind of look. I'm done. I'm going home. I feel like such an idiot. Must be nice being you, enjoying such a good life. Oh, you see, she didn't have it easy either. She is not having this easy life that you imagine, Punny Pun. If this is how things are, then it would have been better if we never met again to begin with. And she's leaving. Punpun realized he had been defeated by everything. Just in the corner now. He was tired of everything. Ah, man. The nihilism expelled itself my goodness. Okay, this video is definitely not getting monetized after what I've just read. The nihilism expelled itself along the prostate glands galactic railroad through the urethra, accompanied by the bloodstained semen and out into the gutters. Definitely not getting monetized. May's daybreak joined with the cool biting winds to foretell summer was almost here. Punpun no longer needed to walk around. Summer would still come even if he stayed completely still. With tears in his eyes, summer will be fun to look forward to, he says. What's the deal with Vanadera? Why can't he just be more normal? I mean, I can understand the guy being shy. But doesn't he realize he's just making me feel really awkward by turning me down all the time? Stop. I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, at least he does his work properly. Hey, you're the one who was complaining about him when we went out drinking, and he's just there, like... Just endure it until you earn back the 300,000 yen you used for the driving classes. Yes, Punpun is holding up just fine today. Unfortunately, the same couldn't be said for the still hospitalized manager who originally recommended Punpun to get his driver's license. Fuck off. Fuck off, retarded scumbag. Die. Maybe once I get my license, I'll move to some other town far away where nobody knows who I am. I'll take only the minimum amount of luggage and settle down in a town with the loveliest scenery. I won't needlessly rush myself or worry about the future once I'm there. It'd be nice if I could one day find someone to love there. Such were the thoughts running across Punpun's mind. After calming down, I like the visual aspect of it. You know, the rain, the soothing rain helps him to calm down. After calming down, he realized he was standing in front of Sachi's house. With the key and everything. Clack. The finished manuscript lied casually on a table. Even without his help, the story managed to adequately display Sachi's talent. This is good enough, Punpun thought. Grabs the panties, wears it like some sort of vigilante. Clack, clack, clack. Okay, just... Who are you? Who are you? The main question is, who are you? Ah, no, 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 no. Oh, this is about... Ah, no. No, no. Ah, shuckle me timbers. Oh, no, shuckle me timbers. Oh, no. Is this about to go from bad to very worse? like to super worse? Like an evolved form of worse? I don't know. Alright, I don't know. Let's see. 105. That's a very cool drawing, I have to say. Sorry for calling out on a weekday, Saotome. No, I don't mind. I have to admit, no one but you could just suddenly go off on a trip and thoroughly have fun regardless of the circumstances. You want some of the souvenir gifts I brought now? I don't feel like carrying some stuff around. Wait, did you quit smoking? Yeah, just for cosmetic purposes though, since you know it's bad for the skin. Really now? That's not like you at all. Just get yourself hyaluron injections if you really need to fix your skin. My goodness. Just inject everything into your bodies, man. Sheesh. Well, anyways, is it alright for you not to be at work right now? I've got a meeting at 1, but I'm free until then. Is working for that show even any fun? So, just having a meeting, I guess. These stupid quiz shows with random celebrities seem pretty boring if you ask me. Yeah, but it'll be over soon. And you don't have to force yourself to make small talk about my work. In any case, there is no need to make things more awkward than it is already. I might be your ex-husband, but I'm now just some other guy to you. Still, I would like to say one thing to your friend, if you don't mind. I would advise you not to involve yourself with Nanjo anymore. She's only got herself in mind. And if it benefits her, she'll toss you aside at the drop of a hat. This guy's no chill. No chill. Once she decides on something, she'll keep at it until she succeeds. She was always like that back in our university days. Just like the time when she suddenly dropped out of school right after I finally managed to land a cushy job in the TV industry. That is because you kept nagging at me to get a job back then. With a girl as stubbornly strong-willed as you, I figured if I wanted to make you go right, I should first tell you to go left. I thought you might come to depend on me more once you had no source of income. But to think you'd run right out and file for a divorce. Hey, you can't control her, can you? No need to control her. Just see her as equal. That's really what it boils down to. What do you mean by that? Nothing. I'm just thinking out loud here. In any case, Onodera, I hear you want to get into real estate, but why is that exactly? If I guess it was because you just need some job to do, am I right? I bet I wouldn't be too far off. What are you, 20 years old about now? Because if that's the attitude you're living with, you're not going to amount to much of anything, even in your later years. Don't tell me you actually think you've still got a lot of time or options waiting around. If you do, then wake up, because it's too late for that. Even if you tried your best starting today, you'll never bridge the gap between you and someone who's been trying his best since his teens. Let me just make this clear. What being successful all comes down to is doing nothing of significance and receiving the appropriate amount of pay for it. Nothing more, nothing less. Even if you find temporary happiness, it won't change the fact that losers will be losers. Just what is happiness to you, Onodera? Marriage? Health? Engaging in your hobbies? If it's the small things, and this guy is talking! My goodness, he's a talker. If it's the small things in life that make you happy, then I'm sure you'll find happiness. But know that happiness of yours is merely a delusion granted by the kindness of your modern day society. Don't assume that society can grant you that favor forever, because it will come crashing down one day and you'll be tossed aside like any other dregs of society. As they say, you reap what you sow. This guy is still going on. This nigga is talking. My goodness. Talking. As they say, you reap what you sow. In fact, it'll actually be because of people like you that cause such a lenient society to collapse into its... And now he's blaming my fam. Chill the fuck out. So you see, you really don't have any right to complain when you're tossed aside or abandoned. Can you accept that? You only say that because you're the select few who've made it. That's right. I can only say this because I have succeeded. This guy is bragging as well, right? I was like, oh yeah, I've succeeded. I put myself at risk ever since I was a kid, battling unfairness, fears and worries to get to where I am today. So why can't I talk down to the losers who fail to do the same? What's with you anyway? Can't you talk? Or is it that you don't want to talk? Well, that's smart. Do you just talk too much? Well, that's smart of you. I doubt you have any meaningful words to retort with. And the most you can probably manage to get is get angry at others. Hey, don't you think you're going too far? He doesn't even know him. I guess even you're just a woman in the end, considering how much you're coddling him. Is this kid even worth it though? I always thought you were one of us and not one of them. Was I wrong? It's fine. I'm already perfectly aware of all that. The only thing I can really say in response is that you and I are people who can never get along. That is all. Sao told me is, well, he's a guy without any flaws. I've noted a fair few flaws. He talks way too much. Talks way too much. I partly admire him because of that aspect, but I also hate him for that as well. Still, him taking his anger out on you was inexcusable. Huh? I have two things to tell you, Punpun. The first piece of news is about the manuscript I finished by myself because another mangaka couldn't meet his deadline. It's been decided the magazine will publish my work in his place. I've won a rookie award before, so if the reception to the story is alright, they said I might even get a full-length serialization. The second piece of news is that I'm pregnant. Well, okay. And they never managed to get it on. Okay. Well. Okay. Punpun just looks. It's Sawatomi's, yeah. He did it raw, yeah. Sorry. Then again, there's nothing really for me to apologize about. I mean, you and I, we're just complicated. Even I can get lonely, you know. Sachi. Who's more important to you, your ex-husband or me? Would you really be happy if I answered that Would you really be happy if I answered that question? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. It's just a selfish request of mine. To me, it's you. You are a lot more important. They have such a complicated relationship. I know I'm being a little self-centered, but I want you to continue being there for me. I've become far too considerate of others, all because of you. Those words carved deeper into her already vulnerable heart. I've been wondering what to do for a while now. I've got no intention of letting Sawatomi know, or even meeting him ever again. A part of me worries whether I'm being selfish about all of this or not. To be honest, I still feel completely lost as to what to do. All I could do was silently stand there and support her, he thought. If I decide to get an abortion, would you come to the hospital with me? To that, Punpun quietly replied, yes. Man. This manga is tackling some quite controversial opinions, I guess. How did we get here? How did we get here? Here I was just reading about a bunch of kids going up on a rooftop, and now we gotten here. Now we gotten here. The life of Punipun. The life of Punipun. Goodnight Punpun. So that's probably going to be the final chapter. His death. It's going to be like Goodnight Punpun. Well, surrounded by that kid. That that will grow up to be his, but not really his or something. You reap what you sow. Chapter 106. Those words his uncle once said now rang over and over again in Punpun's head. Punpun could hardly sleep for the last several days. Sorry for calling you this early in the morning. Did I wake you up? Yeah. I got the form of consent after getting checked out by the doctor yesterday. Yeah, I've decided on aborting. I wonder if I can make time for it next Wednesday. The thing you should ask yourself is whether or not you're prepared to take responsibility for it. I am prepared. He's trying to sound cool. I get the thing. I am prepared. Takeshi, you leftist. Once Sashi's surgery is done and I get my driver's license, I'll go live somewhere far away by myself. Right. That's what I'll do. That's not what you'll do. That's what I'll do. There he is, driving. course he meets Ike. Of course! Of course. Do you have some spare time to talk? And her look just changes immediately. I'm done with the driving lessons as of today. I'll be taking my test next week. It sure is hot today, Punpun. Well, it sure is hot today. And it's not even June yet. About last time, I'm really sorry. I don't like crowded places. I don't like greasy foods. Now then, it's time for the Pegasus Ensemble Pianica performance. According to the research of According to the research of superstring theory that I've been independently conducting, I figured out a way to reharmonize the dissonance. This will be crucial for averting the cataclysm that will befall the world a month from now and fuzz foretold by the Akashic records. And on that day of July the 7th, we love shall welcome forth the birth of a new world. I know you can do it. I believe in your potential. You can turn this world more beautiful than it ever was. Sorry to interrupt, but can you just start your performance already? Then, my 12 musicals scale disciples. You've all been living for a chance like today, so let us make beautiful harmony and send our good vibrations out into space. This melody, it's from Tsubasa wo Kudasai, right? We sang it in choir back in 5th grade. My memory is pretty good, isn't it? And there was a certain day when you skipped out on choir practice. Of course, it's pointless, even if I do recall the stuff now. 10 years. What have I been doing for these past 10 years? Sorry. Why is he leaping? Sorry, I think I better go. My name's not actually Fujikawa. It's Onodera. I'm not actually in university, nor do I play indoor soccer, nor do I even have a girlfriend. I'm not really all happy with my life, nor do I... Oh, he's coming out clean. Nor do I particularly hate it. I'm just a bum, pointlessly living each day after day. No, actually, saying that would be offensive to real... My goodness! Saying that would be offensive to real bums who are still far less worthless than I am. For the last 10 years, I've been searching for you, like an idiot. That's all I really did. But now that I've found you and realized you're not the Aiko I was looking for, I have mixed feeling of sadness, anger, and regret. The guilt from breaking the promise to go to Kagoshima with you on that day still remains with me, and has stripped me of all my self-confidence, leaving just an empty, worthless husk that you see right in this, guys. Is this gonna go well? I hope. You can't lay your heart out there, lay it bare, and not go well. No, it might be more accurate to say that I only conveniently blamed you for everything that's gone wrong with my life so far. But my eyes have finally been opened now, to see that you've grown into a well-adjusted person, unlike me as well. I'm glad I had the chance to meet you again. Thank you. Oh. That's her response. Oh, so that's how it was. I thought you weren't a type to lie. Well, it seems you lied to me again. I'm disappointed. You promised me that if you ever betrayed me again, then I could run. Then I could kill you. She's got the psycho eyes right now. Like, she's got the psycho eyes, the dejected psycho eyes. Now she's got the pure psycho eyes in her look. Oh no, you run. You run, you run, tiny little punny pun. You run for the hills and don't look back. Run, my friend, Punpun. Don't tell me you've forgotten now. You promised me. And I said I'd kill you if you ever broke your promise. But I'll make a special exception and forgive you this time. She's crying as well. After all, I've lied a lot of times to myself since then. I'm sorry. I didn't do it out of any ill intent or anything. It'd be unfair if you were the only one enjoying life, you know. But I had a feeling that you'd probably tell me in some inane lie like that, because you've always been so stupid. Hey, Punpun, thanks for waiting for me all this time. I've been waiting for you too all this time. Punpun is kind of stuck in this like situation right now. Like, Aiko! Sachi! Aiko Sachi! What? Seriously now? That's just really low. I mean, getting an abortion's your choice and all, but involving someone unrelated to that whole mess is just low. And it's Onondera of all people too. Hey, I've got my reasons for doing so. No, that still doesn't change the fact that you're in the wrong this time. Listen, I know you and Punpun have a rather complicated, complicated relationship. That's gotten even more complicated right now. But that's precisely why you should try to be more concerned for how he feels. You're taking advantage of the fact that he can't directly say no to you. In fact, the real reason why you asked him that question was to see how he really feels about you. Isn't that right? You should calm down and think things through again. You might be smart, but you're also good at betraying your true feelings. It's better not to know how you really feel. Me being a model was a lie. And so was me having a boyfriend. I haven't met with any friends of mine after graduating high school, and I've only been buying clothes that I thought you might like. So you see, and those two, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just getting even more complicated now. So you see, everything I told you was a complete lie. But one thing that's true was that I really did go to a model agency long ago. I was scouted while in town one day, and I did some work as an idol for a time. But my mother was fiercely against it, and I couldn't really smile well in front of others, so I was often yelled at. I thought it'd be an easy way to earn money, but it turned out to be much less fun than I thought, and I couldn't get used to it at all, so I quit. But you know, when I met you again, I was somehow able to smile naturally again. Before then, just trying to smile was the toughest thing for me. Do you know why? I don't know why either, but I'm sure there's some reason behind it. You're not trying to touch me at all, unlike last time. Aren't you well-mannered? When did you agree to come to my place so easily? Did you forget? I was the one who asked if I could see your place. I don't really have any intention of going out with anybody right now. Hehe. Wait just a second now. I never said one word about going out with anybody. That's what I'm saying. It's getting even more complicated now. We're not kids anymore, so things like that can't be decided so simply anymore. We can think more about that once we take our time talking to each other, alright? Punpun wanted to say something, anything at all. I have to go now. But he could not find any words to say it, or my mum will get angry at me again. It was hard enough trying to explain why I was out so late last time. Should I go and apologize to your mother? No. I'll be fine by myself today. Punpun. Look at him with the Nike, with the Adidas jacket and everything. Like, yeah. You really are nice, aren't you? I'm glad that part about you hasn't changed one bit. Ah, look at us two. Punpun. Is your heart racing? Because my heart is. Punpun realized at that moment, see you soon, Punpun, that the spell I could cast on him wasn't something that he could free himself from. Not easily. No, he could never free himself from it. That spell that was cast on him will be there forever. And it's only getting stronger. That's the issue. Why is everyone so self-centered in their actions? As I said, it's getting more and more and more complicated. I like it. But it's also... There also was some simplicity previously there, and now that's not there anymore. Now the simplicity is gone. Alright? So you wanted simplicity? You ain't getting that shit. Alright? You ain't getting that, fam. It's just not happening, dude. It's just the way it is. Aiko, come here for a second. Take a look at this. This is Company A's preservative loaded hamburger, still looking like it did on the day I bought it. Meanwhile, Company B's hamburger has already molded this much. Oh, what about it, ma'am? Huh? Do I have to explain everything to you? Every last thing to you? Sorry, I'm so stupid. Company A is clearly using all sorts of unhealthy chemicals without a care for its customers. So I'll use this info to spread it. Oh, great. One of those. Oh, great. I have the people that I can't stand the most in life. I can stand racist. I have no issue with racists. I have no issue with xenophobes. I have no issue with any of those people. Conspiracy theorists. Those people are the ones that, in my opinion, need to be gone. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. A company A is clearly using all sorts of unhealthy chemicals without a care for its customers. So I'll use this info to spread the truth about them on the internet. Every citizen should have the knowledge they need to live healthy. You're always going on about stuff like this, man. You sure it's not just not all just pointless? What was that? No, never mind. It's nothing. I'll go into work now. This kid's been leeching off of his parents ever since dropping out of university, but since he's had a change of heart, he's going to try his best by working hard here. So let's make him feel welcome, alright? If you got any questions, go talk to the chief. Nice to meet you all. I'll do my best, huh? A newcomer. Well, I was told I'd be working together with you, Tanaka. So, which high school did you go to? Forget about it, kid. She won't even bother responding. If I remember correctly, she's the daughter of our company's manager's youngest sister-in-law. Her mother always begging the manager for money, and ever since her hip went out, she hasn't been able to work. So she brought her daughter here all of a sudden one day, and forced her to work here every day for what's barely minimum wage. They're both idiots, I tell you. The mom and the daughter. I hear they actually used to do some work as an idol or something, but maybe it's because she inherited too much bad blood from the idiot of her mother. She can barely smile, let alone make friendly conversation. Not surprising she couldn't make it as an idol. And you take, yeah, talking out loud as well. Are you talking a little too loud? She might hear. She definitely. Also, ain't like she's ever gonna respond. Hey, you. How many dicks have you sucked so far? Who asked that kind of question? And she stabs herself. Well, wait just a minute. Don't you think that's going too far? I mean, she's still a girl. At the very least, that's sexual harassment, huh? I'm not sure if I can just silently stand by and watch you abuse a fellow co-worker. Don't you have a shred of empathy? Oh, I've got a ton of that. And as for you, Tanaka, why don't you at least say something back to him? She's licking her blood and they're all looking on like she's crazy. Just leave me alone. I don't need your concern. Well. Well. Good news, Mrs. Tanaka. As you know, the doctor has left his earthly flesh, taken his soul to heaven, and it's been decided that we, the housewives section, will take over the administration duties of the organization. As for the main headquarters, it will be relocated to Kitaji Ward, to be reborn as Cosmo's Forest of Health, under Oiko's supervision. Laughter, health, and harmony. Let us continue to pass on our late doctor's ideals and teaching and bring peace upon this world. Aiko, you came just at the right time. Come look. It's the doctor's bronze statue. Looks like the Punpun usually looks like. It was practically a steal considering how cheap it was. Oh, by the way, could you ask your manager for an advance pay? I've got a lot of things to send to the others. She needs to beat that crap out of mother. Straight up. Or leave. Just leave. It's very simple. Just leave. Just leave the house and never return. Nice to see you, dear. Are you keeping in good health, Mom? Can I ask you one thing? How many more of those things do you have to buy for you to be able to walk again? Up until now, I've tried my best not to be bothered by it too much, but I really don't think I can continue the same shitty life any longer. Just what have your inane acts ever done for us? I can't deal with this any. Oh, she's actually tearing up. I want to live I like how that's like covering half her face. I want to live a better life. I'm sorry for my daughter's rude behavior today. Would you please excuse us? Aiko, did you meet with someone recently? You understand what you've just done, right? Come closer then, now. 3809525720810367881192799682359360588188217493899413. Have you woken up, baby? Gotta be good vibrations. That was the most splendid sleep talking. You've been sleeping non-stop for almost 5 days. I had a dream. I saw the future again. On July the 7th, the world will still come to an end, even though our ensemble performed perfectly. By the way, I finally found the moped you told me to search for. It must be because of the dark spot. The world can still become more beautiful. Sniff. Sniff. Nah. Beaten up. I would just leave. Before you do anything, just leave. You've got your whole life ahead of you. Just leave. It's really that simple. Yeah. They're saying they were saying like 3 chapters ago how like once you're 20, your life you have to find a path, otherwise it's all too late. I disagree. I very much disagree. Just leave. You've got your whole life ahead of you. It's fine being normal, a normal life, watching movies, drinking tea, going shopping, sniff. Ring, ring, ah. Oh good, I managed to catch you before you left your home. Yeah, I'm almost already at the promised meeting place. I took a break from work this morning. It hasn't helped to calm me down. Sorry. I know this is sudden and all, but you don't have to come. I think I can manage alone somehow. You're too nice for your own good, but you've got a perfectly good reason to be angry this time, huh? I think I've been taking advantage of that kindness of yours too much. Telling me to come, then telling me not to come. You're quite self-centered, aren't you? Even now, you and I can both tell from the tone of our conversation that I don't exactly have the option of not going. Am I wrong? No. I really mean it. You don't have to come. So please don't get angry at me right now. I'll admit that I was the one screwed up. It's all my fault. Knock, knock. And that's Aiko at the door. And that's Aiko at the door. And then he's not going to go because of Aiko. That's basically what's going to happen now. She's trying to find refuge and shelter, and we all know how it's going to go down. I'm not mad, nor do I care about whose fault it is. All I want is to know what exactly you want. That's all I'd like to ask. And Aiko is there. Punpun, are you there? As I said, this is just getting more and more and more complicated. All of them have to decide what is it exactly that they want. What is it exactly they seek? That's essentially what they have to look for. I like it. I like it getting more complicated. We're obviously nearing towards the climax and whatnot. I also like the fact like we had the situation where Punpun used to be at a spot where like when he didn't feel like life was going good for him, but right now it's actually going relatively smooth for him. But right now he's at a crossroads where he has to decide what he wants, like what he truly needs, right? And we will see how it all progresses. And obviously he is madly in love with Aiko, but we will see how things just kind of smooth over, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know, and that's kind of what makes it interesting. But I guess we will see. Aiko's in front of his house, which should make for a very interesting next chapter. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I will be seeing all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, be sure to, of course, as always, rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. You can also get 3 weeks early access on patreon.com/MrXReacts. But besides that, I will be seeing all of you in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and as always, bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day.